What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, we gotta start things fresh here. Quite a bit has changed. So, I'm gonna start in the stock market here. My retirement account. So, my retirement account, obviously I was trying to buy a 3-family home, and it took a lot to get it done. And essentially, my loan fell through twice. And one time it fell through because my retirement account dropped. Because, obviously, things are going up and down. And I said, hey, I have $6,000 in silver. And they're like, doesn't matter. We don't consider that money. And I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. So I was going to take a loan out on my silver because I'm not selling my silver. But then at the last second, the stock market rallied, right before I bought the house. And I jumped out of some of my stocks just to like cut down the volatility. And now I have a bunch of money sitting in my retirement portfolio doing nothing. So I kept GLDG. I don't have a ton in here, but I figure, you know, if this thing jumps to where I think it's going to go, eventually, up to there, I should be able to make a pretty penny on that. So I'm just going to hold this. Gold is always a good investment, so I'm going to hold that. And the only other one I held was ANET. So this is a AI stock. And AI stocks have been doing incredibly well. This is my buy back here. I bought back here. And this thing has just continued to go up. Everything else kind of I took a beating on. And then it kind of rallied at the last second. And I just kind of capped things, you know what I mean? So now I'm looking to get back in to some of these stocks. So obviously NEO is, I made a killing off of this during COVID. I bought NEO back here somewhere. And rode it all the way up to there. And made like $7,000 or $8,000 in a year, and got out, came back down, and I bought it back again here somewhere, or here, I forget, somewhere in here, and it went down. I took a small loss, but I definitely like NEO long term. I think this is a good play. So I want some in electric vehicles. I want to go AI heavy, though, honestly. I want to go AI, electric vehicles, and crypto. Those are the three, like, branches I want to kind of dig into. So, obviously, Tesla, NEO, I'm going to be looking to get back into these, but Tesla just kind of really rallied. I want to wait for a pullback on that. I'm not going to enter that right away. NVIDIA, I want to be in NVIDIA, because this is also an AI stock, not just, you know, graphics card stock. This is also AI. They're building huge farms of graphics cards that will run AI for other people to, like, AI creators to use their massive banks of graphics cards. So, yeah, I definitely want to get into NVIDIA, back in Tesla. But obviously, these ones have rallied big time. See this? So, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on those, wait for a pullback. But honestly, and Riot. So Riot is another one I'm going to be getting back into. But obviously this thing just rallied big time too, so we will monitor those. But I think I'm going to, Monday morning, I'm going to drop some in NEO again, because I just think we're at a good spot to buy regardless. Like $9-10. Shit, I'm in. NEO and ANET. So I might add more onto ANET. So if you look at, yeah, even with Lux Algo on, right, on the 4-hour chart, we just got a strong buy signal. Strong buy. We had this move up, and now we're getting a clear flag. So I think the next leg up's coming. So I'm thinking about throwing some in Neo and then just dumping the rest in ANET for now, for this next rally up. And then once that rally happens, then I will pull some out to then go throw into Tesla, Nvidia, and these other stocks that I want to be in. But this looks like it's literally setting up for another leg up. So we've got the signal there, you know. Yeah, this looks good. So that's kind of my plan there for now. And on the Forex front, so I'm in this. I as busy as I've been, and I also in Forex I pulled some money out of here too, as I had to. So I left $1,000. I basically brought my account to $1,000. So I'm starting fresh here. We have a $1,000 starting balance, and we're gonna see how we can grow it. And this was 2 weeks ago that I did this. And we're sitting at, although with $1,000 you really have to dial your risk back, because if you don't want to chew through $1,000 quick. So I really dialed my risk back. And I'm up $333 as of right now in the last 2 weeks. Which the more money we have, the faster that can grow. But basically what I've been trying to do is dial my risk back, especially on my initial entry, just in case you're wrong, because with this platform, Owanda, you know, you can't hedge your orders like you can with offshore accounts. But I looked into some offshore accounts, but they're sketchy as hell, man. You have to buy Bitcoin to get into it, and you have to send them Bitcoin. It just seems sketchy. Like, if the economy's doing great and everything's going great, yeah, I might take that kind of risk and get into an offshore broker where I can trade gold and all this other stuff. But where it looks like our currency is about to collapse and everything just looks like shit, I don't know, that's a risk I'm willing to take right now. At least here, you know, I'm safe, because this is regulated. So I can't hedge my orders, but what I can do is, like, let's say euro is pulling back and I wanted to buy here, right? And I do a 15,000 unit order position instead of a 30. And if I'm wrong and it comes down to the next level, like down here, and then potentially bounces from there, well, I can take a small loss on the first one, trying to keep tight stops, let it come down to the second one, and then throw down a 30,000 unit order position. So, like, I'm taking a risk, oops, I'm wrong, then I double down at the next area, because that probably will increase your chances of, you know, a bounce. So that's pretty much kind of what I've been doing, but I've also been trying to, like, stick with the flow, right? Instead of letting things pull back, like trying to time the exact bottom. Like, we had this move, and then we had downward momentum, right? Downward. I waited until we had daily momentum to the upside. So if we go to the daily chart, yeah, see, this looks like really clear to me. We had a bullish move, we had a correction, and we had a daily bullish engulfing at that. We had a daily bullish engulfing, right? We already had daily momentum to the upside, and I entered here, and yeah, that was that. Good trade. So I'm looking this week. I'm looking for Basically, I'm looking for euro to make its way back up into this sell zone up here. So it could either hit this zone and reverse there, or it could come up and test. And you can see where Lux Algo is throwing the TP zone. It's anywhere from here to here. So yeah, and it makes sense because it could either hit this zone and turn, or it could hit this trend line right and turn, or have a false break and then go. So yeah, that makes sense. This makes perfect sense right here. So this is one trade. You know, I might wait to see if we get like a little correction early on in the week, and then go for the continuation towards the end of the week. This might be like Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. I mean, this move happened on Friday, but yeah, I'm thinking like Monday we might push a little bit higher. Tuesday, Wednesday, we start pulling back. And then maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, one of those days is when we get the next leg up. So I'm going to watch this, and if we get a nice clean, like corrective pullback, I might even add on to this position. I mean, this will be a great one. If I can hit TP here, that's $639. Shit. Yeah, that's going to be great for the account. That'll be a great start. And other than that, I have one other trade. I kind of went through these and tried to find two, because my account's not very big, so we have to kind of pick and choose the best. So, and I'm trying to stick away from doing 2 euro pairs or 2 USD pairs, like separated a little bit. So GBP, JPY. I mean, this thing's been rallying hard. You can see on the weekly chart here. Yeah, it lost momentum. And then we have a weekly bearish engulfing on the weekly chart. So if we zoom in a little bit further, you know, it sort of looks like we're in like a rising wedge here or something. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to just enter from here hoping for this to break, because I think the likelihood of that is slim to none. I think there's a good possibility that this thing makes another leg up, and I might actually pull this sell order up a little bit. I don't know. I want to see what happens. But I'm looking to get in above these highs for the move down, because I think that is exactly what's going to happen. GBP make move up, take out highs, and then we start to break to the downside. We'll have a wick here on the weekly chart, and then we'll have a big bearish candle by the end of the week. That's what I think is going to happen. So those are my two trades for Forex this week. GBP, JPY, and Euro USD I'm already in. And you can see, yeah, Lux Algo is giving me a strong buy signal on the daily, and it has not given me the X. So you can see usually, yeah, you see this? We've got a buy signal here. Price moved up, and you see this little X? Yeah, you see the X? Those are like take profit zones. That's what I think they are, because you get like an X, and then sometimes it'll push higher and it'll give you another X. Like, so multiple take profit zones. So we got an X there. You don't always get them, because sometimes you'll get a misread or something. Like, you got to sell here, and then immediately after, strong buy. So there was no take profit zone. That would have been a loss. But now we have a strong buy. And yeah, it's saying stay right where you are. It's going higher. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If we can get up into that zone, that would be great. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this one. Should be fun. Make sure you subscribe. See you later.